All right, Shalom. Kahala Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Brakah Kradash. Shalom, salutations, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, where I continue to learn this 100% truth from. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatham. Shalom to the elder bishops and the elders, the prophets, the teachers, and evangelists also of Great Millstone, where I continue to learn this 100% truth from. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatham. Shalom and also shalom to Speckled Bird, Confused Space, the Akim and Aqua, the Akim on the highways and byways doing his work, and last but not least, the elect. And back again with another video, praying that you be edified with it. And let's listen to my man, Mr. Shahid King Bolson. You know he be going in on this devil, so we're gonna let him talk and then get some scriptures.
White Americans. I'm telling you, most Americans, and by most Americans, I mean mostly so-called white Americans. They get all sorts of negative emotions when I talk about the dismantling of America, the decline of America, the collapse of the United States, and so forth. They get sad. They get hopeless. They get depressed, or they get defensive, or they get despondent. And I understand why. It has historically been their system. They got enough benefit from that system to make them actually believe more deeply in the myths around that system. The truth is, they didn't enjoy benefits in that society because of democracy and freedom. They enjoyed benefits in that society because of mass murder. They enjoyed benefits in that society because of pillage, because of slavery and piracy and exploitation, and because of war and brutality. But they always thought that Uncle Sam was on their side. They thought that they were the favorite nephew of their Uncle Sam. So when they see Uncle Sam, or when they hear me talk about Uncle Sam being amputated piece by piece, it grieves them. They identify with it, right? When the United States sends someone to the moon, they'll say, we landed on the moon. When the U.S. attacks another country, they'll say, we are at war. We are at war. When they talk about the American economy,
just for the record, they never been to the moon.
They say our economy. See, they identify with the American project as their project. So when that project degrades, they identify that degradation with themselves. It's personal. They take it personally. There's a sense of loss. There's a sense of disappointment. There's a sense of panic. You know, I mentioned before that JFK quote. I've talked about it a few times. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. But when he said country, he didn't mean you. He didn't mean African Americans. He didn't mean Latino Americans. He didn't mean Arab Americans or Asian Americans or Muslim Americans or anybody else. Country here refers to one specific demographic. It means ask not what white people can do for you, ask what you can do for white people. Yes, that's what it meant. That's what it means. Like I said, they identify with the country and they identify the country with them. And that's the only reason why they identify with the country. That's the only reason why they actually identify with the country, because the country has always meant them. So the minute it does not mean them, they're booking their flights out. They're booking their flights out of there. I told you they don't believe in anything. Listen to me. They believe in a full belly. That's what they believe in. They believe in what a wolf believes in. If I'm not going to get my privileges, if I'm not going to get my comfort, if I'm not going to have my convenience catered to, then let me get out of here. Let me go elsewhere. Greener pastures. You understand? Scavengers. There's no patriotism. There's no nationalism. There's privilegism. There's get-mineism. They'll drop that country. They'll drop that country the same way that their elites are dropping that country. I'm telling you, most Americans, and by most...
All right, so you heard that.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, most Americans...
So, let's get some scriptures real quick. And there's nothing but, you know what I mean, you know, these Edomites are hypocrites. They don't like the mirror being shown in front of them, in front of their face. They don't like people pointing fingers out and catching them doing what they be doing. And now, you know, they're, as they would say, butthurt. So, trying to figure out what they're going to do to get out of the situation they're in. And the only thing they can do, the only thing they're going to do is resort to violence. Matthew 23. And 27, and it reads, Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, Shah speaking, for ye are like unto wicked sepulchres, oh my gosh, which needed appear beautiful outward. I gotta learn that word. But all within full of dead men's bones and of all uncleanness. Even so, ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men, but within ye are full of hypocrisy and iniquity. And this is what these devils are. And they've been trying to hide it for so long. And now they got caught. Because Yahweh Shem Shai is, as we would say, pulling their skirt up. Matthew 15 and 7. Boom. Ye hypocrites. Well did Esaias prophesy of you, saying, this people draw up nigh unto me with their mouth, and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. That's exactly how these devils operate here in Babylon. We are a Christian nation. We follow the Lord. We love the Lord loves us. And kill the niggas. Kill the spicks. Kill the wild man, the savage man. This is how they think of us, man. And they don't hesitate. They don't practice defense. They practice offense. They are quick on the move. Lucky. And this is what they do, man. They want you to follow their rules, but they don't want to follow their rules. They want you to do the right thing, but they don't have to do the right thing. Freaking devils, man. Stand these people, man. Romans 2 and 21, and it reads, thou, therefore, which teachest another, teachest thou not thyself? Thou that preachest a man should not steal, dost thou steal? Thou that sayest a man should not commit adultery, dost thou commit adultery? Thou that abhorrest idols, dost thou commit sacrilege? Thou that makest thy boast of the law, thou breaking the law, dishonorest thou good, thou power. For the name of the Most High is blasphemy among the Gentiles, through you, as it is written. Forgive me, man. It's been a long day. A long day. Let me see. Isaiah 29 and 13, and it reads, wherefore the Lord saith, for as much as this people draw nigh near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. It's lucky. Let's go to James. Bodies acting up. James 1 and 22, and it reads, but be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. Again, be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. Lying to yourself. That's what you're doing. You're lying to yourself. Ezekiel. Ezekiel 33:31, and it reads, And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. Hypocrites. That's what you devils are, hypocrites. And Yahweh Shai is going to deal with you. Oh my goodness. Lucky, man. That's my real problem. Tired, ready to take it to bed. It's been that kind of night. Where we at here? Titus 3:1, and it reads, Put them in mind to be subject to principalities and powers, to obey magistrates, to be ready to every good work, to speak evil of no man, but be no brawlers, but gentle, showing all meekness unto all men. Yeah, so we know we're not tough guys in this, and we're not trying to play like we gangsters. That's not our role. That's not the position we play. We are men who teach the scriptures of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai wa Yahweh Shai. And that's what our role is. That's what we do. Stop that acting. Okay? Because you're being a hypocrite. 1 Timothy 3:1, and it reads, This is a true saying, if a man desire the office of a bishop, he desireth a good work. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach, not given to wine, nor striker, not greedy of filthy liquor, but patient, not a brawler, but covetousness. Salakia. Patient, not a brawler, not covetousness, one that ruleth well his own house, having his children in subjection with all gravity. For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of the Most High? Not a novice, lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil. And the devil is looking for y'all. He's looking for who he can manipulate. That's why there's going to be a lot of sellouts that's coming. Proverbs 11:9. And it reads, An hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. Yeah, man, Elder Yashavoma was going into being harmless like a dove and wise as a serpent, because that's our role. We're not here to be, again, hardcore tough guys, That's not our role. Sirach 1:29, and it reads, And it reads, Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest. You know, Elder Malcolm was going into, not Elder Malcolm, Elder Yashawan was going into how you got to be mindful of what you're saying out your mouth and, what you share on the internet. Because it's going to be forever. And that's what these young YNs and, BWYNs don't understand. Psalms 8 and 13, Salaki Job 8 and 13. And it reads, So are the paths of all that forget the Most High, and the hypocrite's hope shall perish, whose hope shall be cut off, and whose trust shall be a spider's web. He shall lean upon his house, but it shall not stand. He shall hold it fast, but it shall not endure. Matthew. Oh boy. Matthew 6 and 1, and it reads, Take heed that ye do not your alms before men, to be seen of them. Otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. And I'm gonna end it right there, man. Just, you know what I mean? You Edomites are hypocrites, and now it's starting to happen to y'all. So, we're gonna enjoy it. We can't wait to rule over you and put foot to ass, man, and work you. You know what I'm saying? Your time is coming. I would like to say you're edified. I'm gonna say Kahalo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakaha Shalom. Salutations and many double honors to the elder apostles GMS on down, and Shalom to the elect Ababa Ball. Shalom.